So I'm Nicole Hancock, and I'm a partner in our Boise office. One of the things that's best about Boise is that it's still a small market. We've, I think, for 10 years been at the top of the country for the fastest growing state on a per capita basis. And it doesn't seem to be that we're slowing down. But what that means is, as a small town, it's easy to make a name for yourself here. You network easily with other people in the market, and you can build a name and a reputation for yourself. And I think being on the Stoel Rives platform, it's allowed me to develop a reputation and brand as a strong litigator in the Idaho market. And we have great businesses that operate out of Idaho on the national level. And so, in representing our Idaho clients, I was able to start to grow my practice onto a national scale where I would do their litigation in other jurisdictions. So, I've tried cases in Louisiana and Texas and New York and across the country in various states where our clients have been sued or involved in lawsuits in those locations. And we work with local counsel where we're not, when I'm not licensed in that state. And we work with local counsel just so that we also have kind of that local knowledge and benefit. But having our clients be represented by somebody who knows their business, knows their culture, knows what how their business runs or their industry runs, that's valuable enough to our clients to take us into those other markets. From that, we've been able to develop a national reputation where we end up representing on the national level different industries. So, most recently, we represented National Milk Federation, which is a federation of all of the dairy cooperatives and dairy producers in the country who are members. We represented them in a modernization hearing before the United States Department of Agriculture in a record-setting length of a hearing out of Carmel, Indiana. And it over 6 months, it was about 12 weeks worth of regulatory evidentiary hearings before an administrative law judge. And our client base that we represented, or the membership that made up that federation, was from every state in the country. And so we've been able to just work as cross office teams. We staff that case with attorneys from Minneapolis, from Portland, from Boise, Idaho, and we all worked together to service that client. And we ended up with a really great result for that client, and one that they're still celebrating today because the new federal milk marketing order modifications have gone into place beginning June 1st of this year. I just think that Stoel Rives is an amazing law firm. I mean, I have been at the firm since 2003. And so for me, it's the majority of my career, and this is where I plan to retire from when I'm done practicing law. And it's not just because it's a good law firm; it's because of the people that are here. We practice with really smart people, but they're also really good people. They brag about their families. They love the other activities that they have outside of the practice of the law. They're not just a lawyer, but they're so much more. And I think it's all of those things that go into making this a great working environment. We hear a lot of criticisms when people are looking at private practice about how difficult it is to maintain a busy legal practice in private practice. And it is true that we work very hard and we work long hours sometimes. And we also get to counterbalance that with being with really good people that respect and value your own families and your own outside activities. So we have a good balance to the extent that you can have balance when you're in private practice and you're, working hard for your clients. But we do so in a way that I think makes us better lawyers. We're more well-rounded. And this is just overall an amazing platform where you get good, complex legal matters, but you also get a good life experience as well, where you can spend your entire career here and not feel like you're burned out or you're too exhausted and this is a 3-year stint and you have to move on just to go recoup from it. This isn't a place that is supposed to be a 3-year career. This is a place where people can come, and I think that you can stay for your entire career and look back over it and know that it was the right choice for you.